Yeah, I think so. Good blast. All right.
Hey, I'm John, Frank Thomas, director. This play is called Teague. I wrote it, so if you hate it, you can totally steal it afterwards. Here it is.
I am still Jamie Rosler, and I will be reading Constance and Rex.
I'm Casey Bessette, and I will be playing.
My name is Peter Guarraci. I'm playing Bruce.
And I'm Sarah Hammer. I'm playing Variel.
It's called Teague. Time and place is here and now. That's it. Bruce is a plastic surgeon. Bruce always wears a lab coat.
Are those real? This is a common question clients in my profession receive. Are those real? Is that real? We hear this all the time. New nose, new pecs, new boobs. Are those real? Abdominoplasty, blepharoplasty, labioplasty. Is that real? Oh, wait. The question is more complex than that. I tell my patients. I tell my clients. Sick people are patients. There's nothing sick about my clients. I tell my clients, you and I are gambling here on something. I'm going to insert this silicone here, then in 10 days, if you rest up and wear a supportive bra, you're going to flaunt those at some evening event, and it will be our mission together to fool people, right? We are gambling that we can bet against nature and win, right? At which point there's usually a pause, and that's when I say, we've already won. We've already won. If they can see it, it's real. That's as real gets. So I've made a lot of bets, but I've never lost. Why? Because the question is not, is that real? But what is real? My wife, my most recent bet, born without a mouth. She receives all her meals through a feeding tube inserted directly into her stomach. She has been my challenge. I looked at her and I thought, the stakes are too high. A mouth isn't like a D cup. Who doesn't have a mouth? For years I calculated my wager, and yesterday I placed my bet. I think you'll agree that I won. I won, and this one bet, this one win, this will finally get me the awards I should have gotten years ago. After years of planning, I'll finally be recognized. Years of surgical work, and I guess somewhere in there, I fell in love. Here she is, my best work. She went from being able to show no expression to being able to show any expression.
Bruce draws a smile on her mouth. Oh, I'm sorry. She's wearing a mouth board. He draws a smile on the mouth board. She smiles with glee. She embraces Bruce. She is genuinely happy. She attempts to dance with Bruce. Bruce quiets her down.
Hey, I was never much of a dancer. Come on, honey. We have another appointment.
Her stomach rumbles.
Hungry? I'll blend you some before we go, okay?
Bruce draws a smile, sad face on her, and changes her face. She wants to kiss Bruce. Bruce draws an X on her mouth. Bruce kisses her mouth. Bruce wipes his mouth.
Constance, can you blend us something? Constance.
They exit. Constance enters. A maid wearing a typical maid things. Except unlike the typical maid things, Constance maid things are stained and dirty.
If you told me back in my country that I would be making smoothies for a woman with no mouth, I would have not believed you. I would have said, in my language, no, I have a rich family and many toys and no need for work. And besides, who doesn't have a mouth? But my family died, plane crash, and I saved all their things, then all my things, and this went on for years until my house broke and my cat died. So I moved here with whatever I could take, which turned out to be 10 suitcases. All my toys, all my things. I keep them in the basement. As long as you keep it clean, Dr. Bruce says. Sometimes at night I go down there and I play My Little Pony. I still have my baby teeth. See? They're still there, hiding behind the new ones. I don't know why, but I like it. I show it to everybody. I have everything that my body came with, plus a little extra. I have to now liquefy a steak. Excuse me.
Doorbell. 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 Keys. Enter Variel, their daughter, just back from the Mediterranean. She looks like she's tunneled back.
Mom? Mom? Dad? Dad? Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad, Mom,
Daughter!
What the hell happened to Mom?
Do you like it?
She looks like she's part human, part Office Depot.
Isn't it great?
Bruce draws a smile. She smiles.
It's weird.
We have an appointment. How was the Mediterranean?
Amazing. Brought back some great samples. I don't think anyone has ever met that particular species before.
Bugs?
Worms.
Worms.
Worms!
You know, I worked on Anna Nicole back in the day.
Look at her now.
We'll be back. Constance will make dinner.
Smoothies?
Good to have you back.
Bruce exits, but she stays.
I love you, Mom. It was insane. 6 months, mostly underwater. You want to see them?
Variel opens the vat. She sees the worms.
They're beautiful.
Variel closes the vat.
So, did you talk to Dad? I mean, not like talk like I'm talking, but like indicate what we talked about. Did you write that letter? Mom.
Honey, we're going to be late.
You can't keep putting it off.
She shrugs. She exits. Variel sits. Variel is on the verge of tears, and Constance enters with a cup.
You want some leftover steak?
Not funny.
Hey, are those the worms?
Yeah.
Can we play with them?
No. They're pretty fragile. But also strangely, not.
Constance takes a sip of the smoothie. Constance regrets it. She starts to clean up, and Variel exits. Next day, she is at work. She wears a frown. She works at a dog shelter. Sound of barking. She stares at someone, a dog. Rex. Enter Rex, played by the same actor as Constance. There should be no attempt to make Rex look like a dog.
Hi, I'm Rex. I'm a dog. I'm a pit bull.
Enter Mr. Hardison, the boss. He is played by the same actor who plays Bruce. Hardison doesn't wear a lab coat.
Walk C85.
Mr. Hardison, boss around here. He means me.
She does not move, waiting for Hardison to call Rex by her name.
Christ, walk Rex. Can't wait till we put that damn dog down.
He still means me.
She leashes Rex. Hardison exits. She and Rex walk.
You know I can read minds. I know what you're thinking. Did he just say they're euthanizing Rex? That's what you're thinking. Well, yeah, tomorrow. I'm a girl dog named Rex. I was cursed from the beginning. What isn't right? Like, you weren't thinking that, or... the euthanasia. Right. It's funny you mention that because you can do something to change everything. Just, let go of the leash. Just for a second, and I'll bolt. Oh, fuck, Mr. Hardison. Your job? Do you know how rich your husband is? You don't need a job. And what about this job do you like? Why did you sign up? Hopefully to be around living things. And that's what I'm telling you. Tomorrow, there will be one less living thing around here. Jesus, who is the dog in this scene, huh? Who has the master? I shouldn't be telling you this. Just drop the leash. Or I'll bite. No, I won't. Damn it. Do you ever get tired of these fucking limits? I mean, who sets them? I don't know. But god damn, they're powerful. Though, what happens if you disobey? Usually it's like not even half as bad as you think it will be. Can I at least take a dump before we go back?
She exits, Rex becomes Constance, Constance plays with the toys, Bruce enters, she enters.
You're home early.
I'm always home.
And what on earth did you do to it?
I got carried away.
Clean it up. That's weird, me saying that to the maid.
She cleans it up, Bruce watches, sexually. She falls a little out of love with him. Enter Variel.
That day,
Where were you?
researching my specimens.
Did you see this article? They love us.
So, the Society of Plastic Surgeons loves your plastic surgery. That's great. They'll probably award you something. Maybe they'll just give you a blank award. Let you fill in whatever you'd like.
You know, what did I ever do to you, huh? It's not like I beat you. It's not like you ever wanted for anything. What did I ever do to you?
Nothing.
Right.
I'll be upstairs.
Variel exits.
Keep those worms in your room. How about some dinner?
She pauses. She wants to call Bruce a heartless son of a bitch, then realizes she has no mouth. So Bruce draws a smile on her. She frowns. She lunges for the marker. Bruce keeps it away.
Hey, this is a medical instrument now.
She exits. Bruce watches Constance clean. Bruce watches Constance clean in a way that makes Constance uncomfortable. At the peak of the awkwardness,
Hey,
Yes?
could you stop for a sec?
Yes.
You know, Constance, you've been around here so long. I feel so close to you.
Bruce moves closer.
Yes.
Have a seat.
Did I do something wrong?
No, heavens no. I just want to talk.
Your wife,
It's busy.
so was I.
Yeah, but I can make you stop.
Okay.
It just gets so hard sometimes.
What does?
You know, have you ever felt tied down, always servicing someone else's needs, never your own?
I am a maid.
Of course. It's just, I do so much for her, you know? I have to wonder what I'm leaving behind.
If you lost something, it's probably in the basement. Everything is down there.
Yes, the basement, that's great. That's rich. Can I tell you something, Constance?
Yes.
I've always admired your teeth.
Sorry?
Your teeth. You have very nice teeth. Both sets. I think it's beautiful how that happened.
Thank you.
In fact, can I ask you for a personal favor?
Well,
Bite me.
what?
Just bite me. Here, anywhere. Can you just bite me, please?
No, I cannot bite you. You are my boss, and I am the maid, and I cannot bite you.
Please, dear God, you don't know how long it's been.
This is disgusting. I mean, I don't want to get in trouble, but...
Then you'll do it. If you don't want to get in trouble.
No!
Shh. Come on. I'll put you in detention. I'll make you stay in at recess. Come on, you don't want to make Dr. Bruce mad.
I don't care.
Stop pretending like you're a grown-up.
I am 26 years old. I escaped my country after my parents and my house and my cat all broke. What did you ever do?
Fine. You're fired. I want you gone by this time tomorrow.
Bruce exits. Constance dusts herself off and exits in the opposite direction. She enters shaking. Variel enters. They sit for a moment.
He always forgets we can hear him. You don't have to sit here and take it. You have plenty of places you can go. You know those worms I brought back? They're called Alavius algarvensis. They don't have mouths, no way of taking in food, nothing. How do they do it? They have help. A worm takes in microbes from the sea and absorbs them through its skin. Whenever it gets hungry, the worm slides over some sediment and moves the bacteria so it's just over the most nutrients in the sand. And the bacteria just kind of instinctively absorbs the food, helping the nutrients pass from the sediment into the worm, straight through its skin. They tried growing these worms in a lab, but they won't grow. They have to be found in nature. They're very rare. But when you find them, they help you discover a different way of looking at the most daily of tasks. I spent 6 months in the Mediterranean, and it took most of those for me to find anything. I dove hundreds of times, nothing. Then there was one morning. I went in and, as usual, saw white become blue, become black. As usual, I felt the seafloor. As usual, I took a moment to acclimate. But this time, for some reason, I just started breathing really fast. I thought I was going to hyperventilate. It was dark and it was cold and I only had so much air. I don't know what made me do it, but I dropped to my knees and I grabbed a clump of earth with my hands, which you're not supposed to really do when you're collecting a sample. But I wasn't collecting a sample. I was reaching out for you. I was reaching out for you. And when I finally came up, I don't even know how I got to the surface. I looked in my hand, and there you were. One Olivia's algarvensis. There you were. The next day I went back, and I found you some more.
She smiled.
You have to speak up. You remember what it was like, don't you? When I was growing up, how mad he'd get when something didn't work just right. How he'd hit you. How he'd hit me. You do remember all that, right?
She acknowledges, for the very first time, and falls totally out of love with Bruce.
If all you did was whisper 2 words of the abuse, it would finish him. He'd never forget that. Then we'd run together. Not sure how much genetically mapping a new species of worms pays, but I think whatever it is, we'll be better off. What do you say? He treated you like a worm. He treated me like a microbe. And he always reminded us that he was the darkness. But the thing is, since we both lived in darkness for so long, we make such a great team.
Variel produces a marker that Bruce used to draw her expressions. She takes the marker. She erases the mouth she's wearing. She draws a smile. They hug. They renew their relationship. They become worm and bacteria. They exit holding each other. Enter Hardison and Rex.
He's back to being Mr. Hardison.
Hardison, she's Rex.
I'm back to being Rex. It's tomorrow.
She enters, still smiling.
Late. Walk C85.
Hardison hands her the leash and walks off.
It's Rex!
They start up their walk.
Thought I'd try. My last day on the planet, I figured it was the least I could do. Speaking of which, have you given any more thought to my proposal? So, what's the verdict? Will you cut me loose?
They sit. They know she will cut Rex loose. She embraces Rex. Rex stands. She holds the leash.
Thank you. I guess, unlike Hardison, our bite really is bigger than our bark.
She drops the leash. Rex bolts. She sits. She laughs for the first time in ages. She cries from happiness. She enjoys bliss for a moment. Enter Hardison.
Did you just set free C85? You're fired.
She shrugs. Hardison walks off and she goes home, where Constance is cleaning the stage. She's packing up the last of her toys neatly in bubble wrap.
Oh, I didn't expect you. Ah, I also got fired. I don't always know what you're saying. Is it good? Is it that you'll miss me? Is it that I can have the sofa? It won't be so bad. I don't know what it will be, but I feel in control, at least. Maybe I'll sell some of this stuff. What am I going to do with it?
She takes something expensive from the house, maybe some money, maybe this, something else.
I couldn't. Are you sure? Thank you. You know, my parents, they were the best dentists in my country. And they were so in love. When they married, the newspapers had an article, "Top dentists so in love." We framed it. After the crash, they say all they had to identify them were 2 molars, back teeth, found right next to each other. One his, one hers, together even past the ending. But you know their secret? They both wore dentures. Fake teeth. Both of them. If word ever got out, there would be hell to pay. Top dentists have fake teeth. The newspapers would say. Though, maybe we'd frame that too. I remember the morning I discovered this about their teeth. My mother was wearing my father's teeth and my father was wearing none. I asked my father, "Where is your mouth?" And he said, Your mother couldn't find hers, so I gave her mine. What could anyone find wrong with that? All this time, I wish I could do the same for you. Seeing Dr. Bruce and what he does, I wish I could give you my mouth. Have you seen my baby teeth? I think they're loose. I think they'll be coming out soon. Do you want them? Do you want my old mouth? It's not too strong, but it can grow. Here.
Constance has her feel of tooth. Doesn't freak her out.
Loose, right? You can have them. I'll take out my mouth and give it to you. I know it sounds strange, but my parents did it all the time. Okay? I'll help you. You help me.
Constance and she dance. In the dance, she helps Constance remove her baby teeth. The dance culminates when Constance removes the small, dry erase board. They sit facing each other a moment.
There. Thank you. We do it all the time in my country.
But what do I do now?
Speak. Just speak.
She starts to speak. Blackout. And